like to welcome Dr. Chhabra. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, JLM. How are you?
Good, good. You're looking lovely and fresh. So, how are
I,
you doing, Dr. Chhabra?
I'm good. I'm good, JLM, and thank you for inviting me. And I know your audience is a very educated, evolved audience. So
Yes,
I
they
would
are.
love to interact with them.
Yes, we are also looking forward to a wonderful session with you. So let's begin by knowing you a little better. We, of course, know you as Dr. Chiranjiv Chhabra, and one doesn't really need to introduce you as in your profession, but we would like to know that what brought you to this point in life. When did you decide to become a doctor and then specialize in dermatology? I'm sure there is a wonderful inspirational story there, and we would like to begin with hearing your journey and your taking you as an inspiration. So please share with us.
So, JLM, when I was 4 years old, I wanted to become a doctor. And I was inspired to want to become a doctor by my grandmother, by my maternal grandmother. She did not tell me why, but when I grew up later on, I realized what her dreams were. But since 4 years of age, I wanted to be a doctor, nothing but a doctor. So in my childhood, I would make these paintings as if I'm a doctor, I'm doing some job like a doctor. And then when I was in class 12th, I gave my medical entrance exam, and I was very clear that I will give my exam. If I get through, I would like to become a doctor, but I don't want to do anything else but this. So I never put myself in two boats. I never thought, if not this, then what else? So
Mhm.
God's grace, I became a doctor, and later on I got to know that the story why my grandmother wanted me to become a doctor was that when they were refugees from Pakistan, when India was, developed and formed.
Hmm.
So when she came here, she wanted to make my mother a doctor, and at that point of time, she did not have all those resources or means to do that for her daughter. So she
Yes.
wanted that her granddaughter should become a doctor. And later on, this is much later after I started studying medicine, that I got to know about her story. And I was really touched. I thought, imagine, like a dream of a woman who's a refugee and who wants her child to be a doctor and cannot help that situation. And she said that I would go to the temple and stand in front of the temple and I would pray every day. And they sent me to a very good school, CJM, Jesus and Mary. And she said that at
Yes.
that time, she did not have the resources to send her daughter. Maybe she had the money, but she did not have that contacts to send her daughter to such a school. So
Hmm.
that was my inspiration. And I never put myself in two boats. I thought this and nothing else.
Hmm.
And with God's grace, I joined a very good institute, that is
Hmm.
Maulana Azad Medical College. And
Yes.
it was like a dream come true.
Of course. Yes. And what brought you to dermatology? Were you absolutely sure you wanted to be a dermatologist, or was there any question of something other specialization at any time?
So actually, during my MBBS, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I mean, till the end, I wasn't sure. So I gave my medical entrance exam, and according to the medical, how tough it is to get through. So you get choices depending upon how you score in your exams. But I always
Yes.
wanted to do something where I was connected to human beings. Like,
Hmm.
I could not sit behind and do something, a medical line, which was not in contact with human beings. And at that time, dermatology was not very sought after. Like, it's not that everybody wanted to become a dermatologist. But
Hmm.
dermatology is a science, like, like it's a very investigative science. It's very interesting. It's like
Hmm.
Sherlock Holmes. It's like a story you have to decipher,
Hmm.
because every rash looks the same, every
Hmm.
pigmentation looks the same. So how do you
Hmm.
know what it is due to? So that intrigued me. So I joined dermatology, and I joined dermatology at that time just for diseases, like, to solve diseases, allergies, eczemas, and all that. And
Hmm.
aesthetic medicine was nowhere on the scene at that time. Like,
Hmm.
nobody would even think of going for an aesthetic problem to a medical doctor or to a dermatologist. They would possibly at that time go to a salon or something like that. That was the best thing happening at that time.